I would like you to imagine for today that you're artists and that you're going to create a beautiful work of art that is then going to be edible, and we're going to use as our materials lots of different ingredients from nature. The thing that we're going to create are vegetable pasties with a difference. Here we're going to use two different grains in our pasties, both of which are very different from each other. The rice has got a much more delicate quality, sort of that, it hangs, the grains hang off like little drops, whereas wheat was very vibrant and strong. And all of that vibrancy will have then all dried out and gathered itself into these little grains which are held inside there. So all of that power and that energy that you can see growing in the field now all becomes concentrated into this little seed. And so that's why the grain is a very, very nourishing food, because each grain has got the entire power to then produce another plant. So what we're going to do is grind up the spelt to make the pastry, which is going to be this hard outer crust that's containing our pasty, and inside we're going to put the rice, which is soft, and give this contrast. This is actually healthy pastry, so it uses very little oil. I mean, we've got 1 tablespoon of oil. So I've sort of experimented a bit and found that kneading actually helps, because it makes it much easier to work with. When you roll it out, you can sort of lift it up and it's sort of stretchy. And the next thing we want to do with the vegetables is create something that gives it a bit more colour and texture, and so you can get clearly differentiated textures, tastes, qualities inside something which gives it interest. So the rice is giving it that sort of softness and fluffiness. The vegetables now we want to give a bit more texture, and we're going to give it ginger and curry powder to give it a bit more sort of fieriness. The cumin seeds that help to make the cabbage more digestible. When we make the pies, it's important that they don't kind of mix in, but that we get a sense of them really being separate, so when you eat them you get this sort of interest element. So this is the crusty exterior with the spelt flour, the soft interior with the soft rice, then the fiery carrot and cabbage in matchstick shreds to give it texture, flavoured with ginger. And underneath the rice, which you can't see, is the chutney, which gives it some zing.